just the screen project.
Hey, everybody, welcome again to another edition of Come Together right here on WKDW 97.5 Real Community Radio. I'm your host, Pete O'Shea. I got my co-host, who is not only the co-host, hold on, Pete Pot's talking right now, not only the co-host with the most, but she's also my talented wife. Here she is, Pastor Shannon Elizabeth Fitzpatrick O'Shea. How are you, darling?
I'm wonderful, and today I'm not just Pastor Shannon, I am Granny Shanny.
You are Granny Shanny today.
We have Levi.
And we have Finley, our two wonderful grandchildren, and our wonderful daughter-in-law, Blake, is doing the camera for us right now. We love all three of them so much. And our son, Colin, who's working right now.
At Carmelo's.
At Carmelo. So that's what we kind of want to talk about today in the show is, again, family and how important it is. You know, since COVID has come about, we have spent more time than ever together as a family, haven't we? We've cocooned together through this, but it's what we need, and it helps so much to have that.
It's been a blessing, actually.
Yes.
Because not only do we get to spend time with these weirdos, but they get to spend time with us, which in turn is it's good for all of the generations.
Well, again, I'm Pete Parr, and you're Granny Shannon. And they know us, they know we can count on us, and we know we can count on them for unconditional love. All four of us, all six of us, and the cats and the dog, we know we can count on that absolute unconditional love. And in the world we live in right now, everybody needs an oasis of that to go to when things get a little too rough. Don't they, Pastor?
They do. And as our granddaughter's trying to find your cell phone under my leg.
Okay. All right, here, go play with it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Here, go.
Take it, go.
Go play. That's what you say all the time, grandkids. Here, take it. Go.
Take it and go. No, they're blessings. And what we want to share today is
Levi.
the joy of getting to be together as a family. Although it is chaotic, although it can be hectic, it is something that we take for granted as a country. And I think what this pandemic has done for all of us is made us aware that we are to spend time together. We are to realize that it's not just about climbing the ladder, the corporate ladder, or reaching for the next goal, but it's the family unit that's the most important thing.
I think it goes further than that, Shannon, all right? And now where we're at, everybody is, yes, baby, I see that's you, see? This helps, right? When you've had a long day, I worked all day, you come home, to be able to sit on Fin's, have her on my lap, and just love with each other, just have that. It's more than just, okay, you know, we absolutely need to start preserving and protecting our families and being there. We have to understand how important it is. You don't get the time back. They're never going to be this age again. And you don't get that. If you spend that time doing your own stuff and just wrapped in your own stuff, and again, letting that get you down, you've also left them behind and they didn't get any of it. You know, you got to have that. You really do. It's so important. We had it growing up and now they got to have it, and so on and so on.
And we were blessed with parents that stayed together and parents that worked very hard. Our dads worked several jobs. Each of our Irish fathers held at least 2 to 3 jobs down at a time, but that allowed our moms to stay at home for the most part. They had seasons where they had to go out and work, but for the most part, they stayed home with us and raised us and nurtured us. And what would we be like if we never had that?
Well, again, today it takes a village to do that, doesn't it? Because both Colin and Blake have to work. We both have to work. Everybody's got to pitch in, right?
Right.
And then that's also what brings you together. It's the struggle, too, that brings you together, okay? Like I said, we grew up what you would call, lower middle class or whatever. My dad drove a cab. He was a city fireman. He climbed roofs. He did whatever he had to do. He was a moving man, whatever they had to do, right? I never knew him not working his whole life. Well, that was such a different generation than it is, but there was so much tradition there, family tradition, that we can't let go. Right. If you have to let go of all the other stuff because technology got in the way as far as the world economy is concerned, and then COVID as well, okay, fine. But that doesn't mean family can get ever sacrificed in any of that. You got to remember.
Just like a couple weeks ago, we were playing a game that you used to play with your dad.
Oh no, you're not going to tell them that. That's no, we can't tell them that.
No,
story.
we can.
No,
because
because we were teaching the children how to gamble. So it's really
Oh,
bad.
well, we did teach them a little bit of liar's poker.
That's not that good. We just ruined the whole premise of the show. All right, thanks
Okay.
guys. It's been great tonight. No, I'm kidding.
So we're talking about the importance of family and gambling. So, but it was
Just for dollars, you know,
it
it
was
wasn't a lot
just
of money.
dollars.
No, but
But Levi wanted to know why he didn't get paid at the end, so we really didn't gamble.
right, it was still all for fun, but it was again the
We
idea that
used Blake's tip money
It was-
from Manatee's Pizza.
it's finding a way to connect and coming together. That game that you're talking about, which is called Liar's Poker, the whole idea of it is to stand in a circle together and stay there all night together in that circle. So that circle of family, however you need to concoct it, you still got to get it there. And so we do that for this guy and for this girl, and for that one and this one and that one, and all of our family. And Flu and Bucky too, the cats, and Mary Kay the dog. Oh, that's the joy of my life, is you guys.
But you said when we were leaving the house, going back to our place, you said that reminded me so much of my dad and my uncles because they used to gather around and play that game together.
That's right.
And you would look at them and watch them and see them laugh and goof around and have that experience and that you got to admire as a kid.
Yeah.
And here you're teaching your grandchildren how to play it.
And that's what generation tradition is all about, and what we're trying to do here as a family, and as a nation, we've kind of lost track of that now, haven't we? You know, and again, after last week, we talked about what happened at the shooting at the elementary school, and I couldn't wait to come. Yes, baby, come right over and give this one
By
a
the way,
kiss.
she hasn't worn pants all day
Yeah,
today.
You want me to play with her?
There's been several outfits, but none of them included pants.
Well, that's
Yes.
all right. She's a trendsetter. I love it when she does the princess dress and the Uggs. That's my favorite.
Yes,
That's the best
we
outfit
went out
she
for
had.
ice cream the other day. She had the Frozen gown and
Elsa's
a pair of
gown.
Ugg
And
boots.
a pair of, and
Yes.
it works for her. She makes that work. So anyhow,
She
you're right.
rocked.
Her
So-
unicorn backpack, her BB,
Unicorn
her hair
backpack
up.
and
Yep.
the BB. She's styled. Everything's bedazzled. She's happening. She's what's happening.
Yeah.
Finley is the coolest person I know. And if I'm starting a posse because I got to go after people, I'm starting with her. Now, the hippest dude I know, who's into the Beatles, knows all kinds of cool stuff, has already been in a television commercial
Yes.
by himself.
By the
over
way,
there.
that's going to air soon.
That is going to air soon.
The Husqvarna
The Husqvarna-
Auto Robot lawnmower.
It's a Roomba for your grass. And
This
he was
guy.
in this right here. He was the star of the show. And coming soon to YouTube, you'll see the Levi show because he's going to be a superstar someday. That's the legacy. You know, that's turning it down. You know, I did, I don't know, maybe 18 or 25 different commercials there myself over the years.
Really?
Yeah, I did a lot of goofy ones. Dr. Pepper's, Decent Nose, all kinds of ones. I was doing them all over the years. And now look at him. Now the grandkids out there doing the commercials. He's going to outdo me because he's much more talented than I am.
Yeah, he is talented.
He was so good on that, you know, and a natural, an absolute natural, and alive. And again, you want to talk about generations? They lived. They're the YouTube generation. He knew what to do because he was watching all the other guys like him doing it on YouTube already. And again, when we were kids, you want to know, when I was 7, they came and took pictures at my house, and they wanted me to be in TV commercials. My mother wouldn't let me. To this day, I still don't talk to them because of that. I could have been a huge star. Think about it. I could have been a huge star at 7. I'm in a McDonald's commercial. By now, I got 14 Academy Awards. Instead, here I am.
But you're currently on WKDW Real Community
See,
Radio.
so I made it.
So
This is it. I finally got
made
there.
it, yeah.
This is it. This is my Academy Award. I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank my parents for making this day necessary. And I want to thank you, Shanny, for everything. You're
What
the
about
best.
Marie?
And Marie LaBrosse, I got to thank her because she makes everything happen. I told you when I first got you, all right? Let's tell that story again real fast. I get here to town first and put to go to, I know nobody, and I'm trying to network. And so I'm just going into places and like the chamber and this and that. I'm just talking to people and they're like, who are you and what do you want? I'm like, my name is Pete and Shannon. And I'm like, why are you here? I'm friends with Marie LaBrosse. Oh, let me bake you a cookie. Let me make you a steak and I'll feed it to you. It went from get out of here to, oh, Marie LaBrosse. Oh, let me make everything for you. And they fixed my hair and everything. It was fantastic. Yeah. And that's how we know everybody here in Punta Gorda is through her.
It is.
It is true. We know everybody because of her. And we have our own radio show, everything.
Yeah, you tell that story a lot, but it is true.
She absolutely
Because she knows everybody.
She does.
Yeah.
But again, she's about family, right? She's our family also. The family isn't just the people that are in your genetic line, right? Okay, and the good Lord gives us so many bonus people in our lives. This family, like Marie and Shelley LaBrosse, like so many other people that we have. How many bonus children do you and I have between us? I have a bonus mom, you know, my dearest Laverne. brothers. I have my Carlos and my Wade, my Don, my brother. So God gives you that extra family too to make, fill in all the gaps, doesn't he?
But he also, I like when he talks about in the scriptures about adoption. Now, have you ever heard this? That when a Jewish family adopted someone, they had more rights and privileges than the natural born child because they were selected.
That's right.
Because they were chosen.
That's right.
And I think about our Blake. She was adopted.
Right.
Go.
And she has more rights and privileges because she was selected.
That's correct.
She was chosen.
That's right.
And now she's part of our family.
Well, we chose her.
Well, we did.
Well, Colin chose her first.
Well, yeah.
But we chose her anyway. We would
They
have chosen.
decided to make this guy.
And then that's what but we would have chosen her anyway. What happened?
Well, I mean, the first day I met you, Shannon, you kissed me on the mouth and told me how much you loved me.
Oh,
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was probably weird.
A little bit, but now I'm just like, that's just family. That's just mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. But again, that love that you share all the time and who you are, that's what I tell everybody. That's why she makes friends everywhere we go. At a funeral, I seen her making new friends, and they're all laughing and joking around because, again, you're exuding of love in everything that you say and do to people. That everyone knows that. You look at you, you see love, you see the light of Jesus. These two know it, right? Isn't Granny Shane the best, Fim?
She said no.
She said no. Who's the best? Peepa? Who's the best? Peepa? Yeah, Levi.
What a good sister. That's actually nice for
That's
her.
right. She said that was very nice of her.
She's not beating him up.
There it is. So again, if you're out there listening right now, and I know there's so many people, we've talked about too how, you have estrangements, you have life issues, you have people that are hurting or whatever. You need to check on them more. We need to be there for people more. Encourage, support. Right now, where we're in a world where if you're not uplifting people every day, then you didn't get what happened to you. If you're not uplifting somebody every day, then you didn't catch on to what happened here. And I'm trying to get you there because we really need it every single day now. Look at what the heck is going on. We're at $5 a gallon on the gas. I'm hearing $7 by the time the summer is over. $7, and the consumer price index things says we're still going up 20 to 25% on everything else. So
Yeah, they said the housing market boom is going to last at least another year before we see that bubble.
So $1,800 these days for basically a closet that half a person can live in now.
Yeah.
How are we going to continue this? At some point, it gets to a breaking point. Why, again, do I say that it's necessary for us to encourage, support, be there, uplift, love on each other? And you know what else? And I'm learning this really the hard way myself, too. We got to be a heck of a lot more patient with everybody. You got to understand what the other person's going through before you start copping an attitude with someone who's already copping an attitude. If somebody's angry and right now really flipping out, a lot's going on.
Right.
And we're not really being understanding of that. This was the do-over as humanity we were trying to get to, where we could start having some understanding and some patience. This has got to be the time where we do this. We need to be really trying to be cognizant of what everybody else is going through right now before we judge or give someone a hard time, right?
Right. And we hear, we think we're getting a little break from COVID. Last week, I think I know about 20 people that have come down with it again.
Well,
so we're not at the tail end of this pandemic
no,
yet.
there's no tail end to be, I don't think. This is the new normal, if you ask me
Right.
now. And then there'll be a different strain, a different this, a different that continuing to come. I think, yes, baby. You want me to do more of those with you? Sure, I can talk and do that at the same time. There's going to be more things that they're going to hit us with. There are elections coming up that must be swayed. There are big dollars out there on the table that everybody wants a piece of. You, me, and everybody below that line pays for that every time it happens. And we're heading into one of those right now. So you, again, have to be more understanding of what everybody's going through. Everybody's job is fleeting. Money is tight. The prices of things are going through the roof every single day. Okay? Every single day. And I saw a great meme today that was really, really funny. It was a picture of Joe Biden. He said, I'm not donating my salary. I'm donating yours. He pointed right
Let's
at
try
me.
not to get into
But I'm just saying, this
Yeah.
is where we're at, okay?
Yeah.
You're now paying for everything. Yes, baby, I see you. You want to do that? Okay, baby. There you go. There's you. So, all right, don't you pick it up when you see the child jumping in on me there? You're supposed to pick it up, Granny.
But it was cute.
It was cute, yeah.
Well, there was no need to pick it up.
No, there wasn't. She's adorable. So, again, we love everyone out there. We want everyone to know that too. And I think there's got to be a chance to love on everybody a little bit more, however you can. Something simple. Love on people.
You and I wrote these online courses. We started a university called Inspire You, like for university. And Pete wrote a course called Living a Life of Sustained Hope. And I wrote a course on healing from the inside out.
Right.
And today you were going through kind of a hard time at work. And I went to our Dropbox account and I found a clip of your class.
Of my Hope class. Yeah.
Of your Hope class and sent it to you.
And
sometimes, for me, I need to preach the gospel to myself.
Well, it's interesting you did that because I had one of those crazy days, like you said, and I needed to get a haircut today because we're shooting tomorrow, and my hair is different from when we shot 3 weeks ago. So continuity-wise, I had to get a haircut today. So I literally had only 2 seconds to do that. So I watched that video that you sent me while I was getting the haircut. The lady kept saying, "You can't keep moving your head like that," and maybe that's why my head came out crooked. But I didn't need to see that today because you need that hope. In my class, hope is an acronym, right?
Mm-hmm.
Humility, opportunity, power, and expectation.
HOPE.
Hope is something you caress. Hope is something you make, something you develop, something you cling to, and something that you can grow. You can grow your hope just like you can anything else. You can incubate your hope, you can develop it, and you can share it even with other people. When you have enough, you then can give, like someone, if you knocked on the door and said, "I need a cup of sugar," sure, here you go. Knock on the door, "I need a cup of hope," sure, I'll get you a cup of hope. Well, you need more pictures of you, baby? Oh, I got lots more. My whole camera is filled with pictures of you and your brother.
But what you and I have decided to do with our lives is to be hope dealers.
That's right.
And that's part of the reason you wrote that class.
Well,
but you give a lot of really good practical tips in it about those 4 areas.
Because it's nuggets. You can't get hope all in abundance overnight. It's never going to happen,
right.
Especially when we're all down and things are rough, right? So it's teeny little bites. Teeny little bites. Teeny little bites is what you get of hope. And it comes at a little at a time, and then you build on that. You're just building blocks of hope to get you to a point where it's sustainable. It takes a really long time. You got to really delve into who you are. You got to self-examine like you never did before. You know me, Shannon. I'm not a huge fan of self-examination, but I know you need it. I always say it's like pushing molasses up a sandy hill. I don't want to do it. Okay, I'm not in. But you got to do it. You got to be able to look at yourself.
You give that those nuggets in your class. You give those self-assessments that help people get to where they need to be to grow, to have those building blocks, and to work on that. Process.
And I force everybody to be brutally honest with themselves too in those assessments because it's the only way it's going to help you. And it's really pulling out from you the best parts of yourself is what I'm really doing with them in those 12 classes.
Something popped up. Well, hello.
Hi. What does it say?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay. How long have we been on the air?
17 minutes and 52
So
seconds.
we still have 6 minutes left. What were we talking about? Oh, okay. So, again, hope is, like in the class, like you said, those assessments, it's about pulling the best parts of yourself out, isolating them, looking at them, and then building that encouragement of yourself back up again. And you got to do it in little morsels, little teeny bites at first.
Yeah.
Start over again. You got to rebuild a hope foundation, just like when the house is broken, it's just the foundation. You got to tear it down and start over.
Yeah. What was interesting is yesterday was the church celebration of Pentecost, and we know what Pentecost is when the disciple after Jesus' resurrection and ascension, the disciples were in the upper room, and the Holy Spirit came upon them, and like a mighty rushing wind, and they were able to speak with tongues of fire came upon them, and they were able to speak in new tongues. And it was then that the power came upon them. And that episode of your class, I said, it was on power.
Right. And think about that speech Peter gives right after that.
Yeah.
The moment after, he's got the Holy Spirit in him. Peter becomes a whole new dude, and he just gets up, fired up. It's one of the greatest speeches you've ever heard in your whole life. With so much power, that overwhelms everybody in the audience that day a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In a way where it's in a good way. Overwhelms them in a good way, where you can just literally lay back and take it. If you want to read that, go ahead, go to Acts and read the whole thing.
Chapter
book
2.
The book of Acts, especially chapter 1 and 2, is like an action movie. It's the most exciting part of the Bible. So much cool stuff is happening in that spot.
Right. She's got to do your hair.
Okay, do my hair, baby.
But we talked about that power yesterday when we had church together, and here the little clip I found of you was about power, and you were talking about the importance of power. Oh my God. I'm sorry, that was like really distracting. That was like,
I mentioned the power suit. I mentioned the power couple. I mentioned what? There was another one. I can't remember. What
And now there's the power hair.
Power hair now.
Yeah, power hair.
Well, the importance of family, everybody. Okay, close my eyes. Go ahead.
20 minutes.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh, she's doing my eyebrows now.
You don't have any eyebrows.
I know. That's what diabetes will do to you. I'm closing my eyes. Close eyes. All right. So, guys, I am closing my eyes. We hope you really enjoyed us being with our family tonight. We just wanted the joy of our family to come pouring through Facebook and through the radio so that you can just hold on to it. Just hug it.
Maybe next time Philly will put on some pants. Can't guarantee it. Can't guarantee it. She does her own thing. But we do have the unicorn backpack.
Go to Life in Action Mission on Facebook and reach out to us if you want those courses, the hope or the healing courses. Go ahead. Go to Facebook.
We also have the Healing Tours, another Facebook
Facebook page. Yeah, you can reach out to us. We'll send them to you.
And here's Fiddly's butt.
Booty.
But we thank you for joining us again on Come Together, and it's always a pleasure to be a part of this station that's doing so much for the community and for
talk about much love for community for RJ and Joe and Jill and Marie and Rick and all the guys. What a wonderful job they're doing there at the radio station. It's a radio station filled with heart and filled with love. All right, Levi, you want to say goodbye to everybody? You didn't talk the whole time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, 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 bye,
Oh my God.
Bye, 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 bye. Hey, everybody, don't forget to come together. Right here, 97.5, Real Community Radio, 97.5 FM. Bye-bye, guys. We love you. Thank you, Marie.